In the heart of the uncharted Amazon rainforest, a hidden tribe known as the Fangs of Dusk had thrived for centuries, hidden from the outside world. They were notorious for their sinister rituals and their insatiable hunger for human flesh. Legends whispered that they were cursed, forsaken by ancient deities, and condemned to feed on the souls of outsiders. A group of adventurous tourists, led by the charismatic explorer Dr. Evelyn Foster, embarked on a daring expedition into the depths of the rainforest, seeking to uncover the mysteries that shrouded the Fangs of Dusk. With high hopes and a thirst for discovery, they cut through the dense vegetation, their excitement overriding the eerie feeling that surrounded them. Days turned into weeks as the group ventured further into the heart of darkness. Their campfires illuminated the thick night, casting long, haunting shadows that danced on the trees like specters. Unbeknownst to them, the Fangs of Dusk had been watching their every move, their piercing eyes hidden behind the foliage. One fateful evening, as the tourists were huddled around their campfire, sharing stories and laughter, the air grew cold and still. A low, haunting chant began to resonate through the forest, sending shivers down their spines. The trees seemed to sway in rhythm with the chant, as if the very forest itself was alive and conspiring against them. A sudden rustling in the bushes brought the group to their feet. Before they could react, the Fangs of Dusk emerged from the shadows, their bodies adorned with bones and feathers. Eyes gleaming with an unholy hunger, they encircled the tourists, trapping them in a web of fear. Dr. Foster attempted to communicate with them, hoping that their shared humanity would spare them from the tribe's grim fate. But her words fell on deaf ears as the tribe's shaman raised a bone knife, its edge glinting in the moonlight. The chant grew louder, drowning out the tourists' desperate cries. One by one, the tourists were dragged away into the inky darkness, their screams echoing through the night. The forest swallowed them whole, leaving behind only silence and the lingering scent of blood. The Fangs of Dusk had claimed their offering, and the shadows reclaimed their dominion. Dr. Foster, the last to be taken, was forced to witness the horrors before her. Bound and helpless, she watched as her companions were devoured, their very souls consumed by the tribe's insidious rituals. The darkness closed in around her, and as the bone knife descended, her screams merged with the chorus of the damned. No trace of the tourists remained, save for their abandoned belongings and the haunting legend that began to circulate among nearby villages. Whispers of the Fangs of Dusk's malevolent power spread, ensuring that no one would ever venture deep into the rainforest again. And so, the tribe's hunger was sated, but their curse lived on, ready to ensnare anyone foolish enough to tread into their realm of shadows and terror.